Today, I want to share my solidarity with Ukrainians. After many promises and lies from Putin that no invasion would take place, Ukrainians woke up today amidst the hell brought to them by the reckless acts of President of Russia, Vladimir Putin. Russia is at war with Ukraine, and all of us are watching the horrors and suffering Putin is inflicting on Ukrainians. His military aggression also represents an attack on all civilized world. As citizen of a state of Brazil with many Ukrainians descendants, my thoughts and prayers are with those who are facing the terrible consequences of this senseless war, and also with those who are suffering from distance, as their relatives and friends are in Kiev or in other key cities of Ukraine that, if not bombed yet, will unfortunately cowardly be invaded and bombed soon. And let's not forget about the 1,600 Russians who dared to lift their voices against these war crimes of Putin and now are facing unlawful imprisonment in Moscow and in many other parts of Russia. We've seen reports of civilian casualties and the rise of Ukrainians fleeing out of the country in desperation of getting to a safe place. Ukrainians' families have been already separated as women and children are being evacuated while their fathers and sons are staying behind to fight as they have been summoned to defend their countries. We all have cried in watching footages of fathers who are soldiers saying farewell to their daughters and wives and not knowing if they will ever meet again. Even though I find the West response is quite light in comparison to the damage this unprovoked military aggression already caused to Ukraine, I welcome and applaud all sanctions NATO members imposed on Russia, on Putin's sick supporters, and on Russian oligarchs. Putin's nostalgia for darkness and his obsession for power and war endangers us all. For not so long ago, another genocidal rose to power in Europe and showed how far and low an evil mind can go. The incomprehensible silence from Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, who hasn't yet condemned Putin's actions, endorses Russian invasion, but it does not represent what goes in the hearts of the Brazilians. Such omission from the Brazilian president flirts with tyranny and distances Brazil from the core values of its federal constitution. The press release from Foreign Affairs Ministry of Brazil today, which also didn't condemn Russia's invasion on Ukraine, is a joke and only confirmed that Brazil remains as a diplomatic midget. Brazil is a peaceful country with a long tradition of encouraging respect for sovereignty, embracing victims of communist countries, socialist countries, and condemning military aggressions. Brazil played a key role in United Nations peacekeeping missions in Haiti and in African countries. Brazil opposes violence whatsoever. I want to state that I stand with Ukraine and that Brazilians stand with Ukraine too. I hope Ukrainians may find shelter to protect themselves and their families, and that they may find also peace, real peace, very soon. God bless Ukraine and its people. I will be praying for Ukraine. Who is going to join me?